Hello, I'm Ellie Reed and I'm a junior in high school. So, your vote matters because more than a dozen races were decided by a single vote. And not voting would be taking away your voice. And once you get to the age of 18 and you can vote, that is your legal duty as a citizen to put in your voice. And if you're not voting, you're taking away that voice. Even though we have so many people in history of the United States have fought to be able to have a voice and to be able to put in their votes and pass the 15th and 19th Amendment, by you not voting, you're taking away that voice that so many people fought for. And voting helps your community because if you're not voting, if you're not putting in your voice and you're not keeping up with the politics and keeping up with the information on each candidate, then you're not playing your role in the community and you can't complain about the things that are happening if you didn't try and create change within the community. 23% of famous figures or Hollywood figures encouraged people from the age of 18 to 29 to vote. So hop on the bandwagon of voting. All the celebrities are doing it. You can take Kylie Jenner as an example. It might have been an interesting way that she did it, but she got thousands of people to register to vote. So voting right now is definitely, celebrities are trying to create it to be a bandwagon because this is such a big and important election. We haven't had an election in 4 years, obviously, so this is a huge election. But back onto the subject of the 15th and 19th Amendment, a few important figures who fought for the right to vote are Mary Church Terrell and Harriet Tubman. They knew that gender and race would affect voting, and so they fought to get the 15th and 19th Amendment passed. The 15th being that you cannot be denied the right to vote due to race, color, or previous conditions. And the 19th Amendment was after women's suffrage, and it's giving women the right to vote. So not voting is giving up your voice, and it's giving up what so many women fought for, and not even women, also people of different races. They weren't able to vote back then, and they went through a lot to get those amendments passed and allow you to vote. And you're missing an opportunity to help your community. You're missing an opportunity to help the change in the world. Kind of a cliche quote is be the change you want to see in the world. And by voting, that's one thing that you can do to implement change without your community and throughout the world. And there is a future of 4 years, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. A lot can happen, especially with what's going on right now with all of the race wars and a global pandemic. You really want to put your voice in of who you want to be running your country when all of this is going on. And think about your future and how you want your kids to grow up and what the world is going to look like for their generation and for the generations below us. So your vote does matter and your voice matters. And registering to vote or voting, either way you look at it, is one step to raising awareness of who you would like to be president. And once you vote, you get a cute little sticker that lets you know that you voted and you contributed to your community.